All right. All right. All right. Looks like the stream is alive. And it's alive. It's alive. What's up, everybody? How you doing? Hello, Sir Garwin. Hello, everybody. I am Monkey Puzzle, and I stream primarily on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Sometimes I sneak in other days in Pacific time in the evenings, mostly. And today we're going to play some ARK Ascended Scorched Earth. Because I haven't been on here for a minute. I've actually been mostly preoccupied with Fallout 76 lately, and I'm enjoying that. Got a lot more to do with that. But I thought I'd come back and do some things here. Wake up, lazy. Look at them sleeping. You got a show to do. Ooh, and we're just in time for a sandstorm. My goodness. Yeah. So what's up? What's up? How y'all doing? Yeah, so I'm gonna do some Scorched stuff. First things first. Let's go out into the sandstorm. Actually, let's see if I got some food in the barrel. I do. Got some healing stuff too. We need to get some water. Put that down there. And step out into the storm. We can get some water right here. Hello. It's Sanctuary. At least that's its working name for the moment. That is the Oasisaurs that we tamed last time. And I want to test some stuff at least with that today. I want to see how some things work. I got a lot of these on me here. Don't need all those. Put at least one back in there. Let's put two back in there. But I've added another mod that they have out on the they put it on the center, but it's a real simple mod and it should work well here, and it should give me a little candy. So let's just go ahead and punch our dinos because I'm a big meanie. No, this wild card's big meanie and things sink into the floor. Let's see if I have one over here. It's probably up inside. Can we make one here? Skizzers. I need some skizzers. Lurking. Making some... What is that? Waffles? Coffee? Can't quite tell. By the way, thank you everybody for joining. Whether you're joining live or later. This needs some metal. Metal! You need to get metal. And we need a lot of metal. So that's going to be one of the subjects. I know I talked about that last time, but my plans got a little bit derailed, pun intended, because Wildcard messed up a bunch of the metal spawns up by Arahli that we were going to try to get the train to. I may still make the train go up there anyway. I do need to check if that's still the case up there. But let's get out of the storm. I'm going to step in up here. Boop. Yeah, now we're sheltered. And let's use these skizzers. So I added Marnie's hairstyles. And hopefully it just works like this. Let's see. Hairstyle. Oh yeah, we got new hairs. Look at that. That's very pretty. Like that. What's this? Shorts? How many hairstyles we get? Oh, some braids. A lot of braids. That's kind of cool looking, actually. Big hair. That's the mohawk. That's the ponytail. So I think we had all those already. So it looks like it just added a second row. If I see a plate, it equals dinner. unless otherwise specified. Gotcha. Alright, so that's not a ton of new hairstyles. And they're mostly kind of femme. Which is fine. I don't think my guy can get away with rocking that. He could possibly get away with rocking that. We need to change the color a little bit, though. What's it? Okay, yeah, that's that one. Let's see if we can make that work. Yeah, we'll need to change some color. Maybe with a beard. We could pull that off, right? So... eyebrow, facial hairstyle. Okay, that's terrible. Oh, yeah. That's what Arahli was rocking. Is that just adding these little tips here? That's not facial hair, that's top hair. That's a lot of hair, though. That looks awful warm for Scorched. Alright. I wonder if there's something I need to do to add more. Because it's not feeling... I was assuming there would be more to it. It's this one. Marnie's hairstyles. And maybe that's what we get. That's that one. I didn't see that one. Saw that one. That one. That's kind of cool. Does it say? It says broad selection of hairstyles. 10 new types of hairstyles. Okay, where's my 10? I saw 5. Unless it's included in the old one. I don't know. Head hair. Hairstyle. There's no going up and down. Oh, Norse. Oh, that's just the name of this one. Braided. Yeah, because these are old. These are what was there. I'm trying to see if there's any other toggles for the hair. I'm not seeing it. Alright. So I think for this style, we gotta darken it up a little bit. The light blue tips are a bit too much on this one. So, yeah. So we'll work with this one for now. That looks kind of fun. But I'll have to ask Arahli what I'm missing. 'Cause we only got 5 more. Yeah, it's character. Oh, you can do character in here now too. I forgot that. We're not going to mess with that. Hair. Don't want to get into that can of worms. He's fine with that. So, okay. So, hair color dye. How about that one? Not working? How did we do that? Apply? Nope. Hair color dye. I mean, these are all the ones I have on me. Is that the one I'm using already, maybe? Oh, it is. Okay. Alright, so we gotta go darker. Something like that. At least. Yeah, they come out pretty light, huh? That's blue. Is that the darkest we get? And then the tips. Hair tip. Color dye. So the tips get darker. I mean, it's purple, but... Yeah. Feels very light. I mean, I guess we could just make it all that color. Because that one's going magenta, even though it's like dark here. Alright, I guess we'll just make it all that color. For now. Fine. Boop. And what happens if we change the length? Well, right now that's short? What? Yeah, I don't think that's doing nothing. I don't think that's doing nothing. Okay. And then, yeah. Oh, that's facial. Excuse me. Head. Hair length. That's long. Oh. Oh. Kind of like that, too. But if we're doing it, we might as well do it, right? Yeah, do it for real. I ain't playing here. Okay, and then the facial hair color dye, we're just going to go all that too. And the tip, all that. Okay, apply. See how that looks. Oh, it doesn't work with the hat. Dang it. Alright. Hide hat was in, let's see. Nope, wrong button. Which was it? This one. Emotes. Hide hat. Alright, we got some long hair there. So we gotta put those away. Can I spin around? Only if I do this. That's looking cool. It's a different look. I almost just want to make the hair black or something. Or maybe I should just blacken up my gear. Maybe the vest should go black or something like that, even though it won't stand out very much at that point. But hey, that's a different look. Cool. Yeah, but that's still, I'm a little, got a little buyer's remorse on that, because it seems like only 5 new styles. Not the mullet. This is not a mullet. What are you talking about? Hello, Hex. That is not a mullet. That is a Norse long braided back hairstyle. It has no bangs to it. There were not a lot of choices. Looks like a mullet. Thanks. Great for my ego. There weren't a lot of choices. I added Marnie's Mod's hairstyle, which you should approve of. That I'm adding, like, styling mods. But it didn't have... It's supposed to add 10 new ones. And I only saw 5 new ones. So of these, I mean, what would you choose, right? I mean, these are the 5 we had already. Bald, Fabio, boring, ponytail, and mohawk, right? That's all we had. And then, well, actually, we had afro already. Unless they're hiding somewhere and I can't access them. But then, of the rest, we've got that one, that one, that one, and that one. That's it. So the only one of those I thought I could really rock as a dude was that one. You know, we'll call it Norse or Dwarven maybe. There's a big thick beard you can go with it, but it just seems too hot for Scorched. Maybe if we go on a map that's a little colder. But yeah, I didn't see any other options. Unless they're hiding somewhere. Yeah. So, I'm limited by choice. There is a hairstyle here. But that just adds little hanging tips down, basically. So yeah, nothing else. And here's the big beard. Very much like you know, Balin, or it's very, very Lord of the Rings dwarfish. Big braided mustache. But man, you know, in a heat wave, I don't think that's gonna work. You like the last one? Hairstyle. Yeah? You don't think that's too femme for him? I thought this one was kind of the same thing, but a little bit more rugged. I guess there's not that much of a difference. But yeah, that just pulled back on the sides. Seems a little femme. Nothing against it, if that's what you want to rock, but it is a bit girly. Yeah. And, you know, this guy is like, do what you want, but, you know, he's manly in a positive way, not in a toxic way. He's got some healthy masculinity. Are they counting on the hair lengths as different styles? Oh, that's cheating. Anyway, I think that's better than the mohawk, at least for now. I wasn't really feeling the mohawk. Nothing against mohawks, but yeah. And I figured if I'm doing it this way, it might as well rock it all the way, right? I mean, we could do that. But hey, if you could grow it, I'd grow it. So that's what we got for now. I was hoping there'd be more choices. How you doing, Killjoy? How you doing? So today, I mainly wanted to. I've been talking so long about getting the boss fight done here, and I've been dragging my heels, and so I want to get it done. So yeah, we got to finish up. Oh, what did I do here? Whoop, 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 whoop. I did some breeding off camera, trying to finish up, and well, I mean, breeding is never finished, but trying to get to a point where we had at least what we needed to do the fights. You're good? Breeding stuff? Awesome. Yeah, so I got enough FASOs done that we got more than enough. So I can go ahead and pod these guys up, put them in. We'll count how many we got now. I need to make the saddles for them, the Ascendant saddles. For that, we need metal and hide are going to be the big hang-ups. And I had some ideas for metal. I want to test out something with the Oasisaur. I don't know if it's going to work. I was curious if an Anki is full of metal, how much weight that adds to the Oasisaur. So could we use the Oasisaur, put like 10 Ankis on it, fill them all up, and bring back a bunch of metal that way? May not work. These guys here. So we got boom, 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 boom. So we got what's this? 12 plus 5, 17, 20 of these FASOs, and they're all raised all the way up. They're all getting levels in the cryo fridge. So yeah, that part's done for now. I would like fancier colored ones, but not there yet. I did hatch some of the Udi eggs that we've got. Oh, this guy's all the way over here. One more. Oh, and you're a different color. What's up with you? Oh, you're 291. So you've got a mutation. You've got a food mutation. What are you doing over here? Did you get imprinted? You did. I guess I saved it because I kind of like the color, maybe. But not really. What's up, Father Jimbo? I don't know. I'm just gonna put this guy in a folder for now. Yeah, so I wanted to really get serious and finish this stuff so we can actually do the boss fight. And get the stuff that we get from that. And I was thinking in the long run, the title here is a double entendre today. I'm just going to put this in the Fast Hope Breeders, I think. It's a double entendre because, one, I'm passing on the center right now because I got enough on my plate. I don't really want to start fresh again at this point, especially on a map that we're going to keep as a modded map and not cluster with the others. Just starting from zero to hero again right now is like, ugh. And even though I do enjoy that sometimes, but I haven't finished my goals on these ones. And the Aberration is theoretically coming next month, and that will be one to start. So I'm going to try to keep it to the actual, like, canon maps for the ones that I'm going to play right now, just because, you know, I want to have enough time to do other stuff than just ARK. I played only ARK for like the first 5 years of my YouTube career, and I've kind of been there, done that. So this is my center, but it's also Scorched. The double entendre is that Scorched is also going to be the center for me for now for the cluster, like where I want to keep the main hub of things. So when we make the dedicated storage from the tech stuff, I want to put it here. So I want to get that started. Yeah, no, I'm totally comfortable playing a girl character. I do it all the time. I've been playing in ARK, I've been playing a dude. Just because I'm playing with a bunch of other people, and I am a dude, and this is sort of the community, so this one I wanted to be a little closer to myself. Not that, I've demonstrated I don't have any problem playing as any kind of character. So we actually have one more of these. But yeah, I generally play a dude in ARK because it's our most community game. But, I'm not attached to that. But yeah, I just don't have time for the center. That's like a more ARK commitment, especially if we're starting from nothing. Unless, I wasn't going to be attached to getting very far with it. Get my Pteranodon, my trike, call it a day. What's up, Chetty? How are you? I made a new Bob, and it's just Bob. So now we got an upstairs Bob and the downstairs Bob. I need to make a saddle for it. Although upstairs Bob probably doesn't need as good of a saddle. Bobs just get weight. Yes, they do. Until I have to imprint someone. Let's just put this down here. Boop. Yeah, and then I hatched some of those eggs, and apparently one of them came out this color, which is kind of nice. I didn't hatch them all, I don't think. Why are you moving around? Who put you on, wonder? Stop it. What you think's happening here? I'm good. It's like peak season for me at work, so I am a little exhausted, but generally I'm good. All right, what's your deal? We got some breeding going on up here. We put these new things to use. Whoa. 271. Yeah, so I probably... Did I leave you guys breeding? No, I didn't. Are you? No. Okay. I probably came and turned it off. But yeah, we got a couple crosses going on here with the Thylas. Why don't we just go ahead and give them a go while we're here. While we're still at home. And we got these separated. Oop. Didn't mean to do that. I meant to do... not that either. I meant to do that. Just the love tap. Yeah, I like the center a lot. I definitely prefer it over the island. I don't necessarily prefer it over Aberration. Are you on Wander too? Why are you on Wander? What happened to you? Alright, you all good? Alright, they're breeding away. They gotta breed and then gestate. But we're trying to get the purple and the yellow plus the levels on those guys. Yeah, and then got these all bred up, so one of them is going to be good enough already for the boss fight. So they're all pretty good. I think these are pretty equivalent, huh? They're all like 248, 248, 248. And they've all got the colors. And everybody but this one. And what's your mutation? What's your mutation? Well. Oh, it's weight. Okay. Alright, so this one is so you're 250 male. 250 male. Plus 2 weight. Copper. I'm gonna call that. What's up, Pliskin? Just stopping to hit the like and say sup. Pretty busy at work. Well, sorry you gotta work, but I'm glad you got work. How you doing, man? Trying to get serious about finishing up for the boss fight. I've been working on that forever on here and the island. I'm slow. My gears grind slow, but I eventually get where I'm going. UD purple breeders. I'm gonna put this in with the breeders. But those are, yeah, that's my breeders. And then what was up with you? See, I step away. I went in here a couple times and tried to be real good. Oh, you're looking good. I think this one's actually got all the things, except I think it might not have gotten the levels. I'm not sure. Let's put it up there and I'll figure it out. We're not doing Moz today. But I'll leave it up here with the others. Still need to make 8 more saddles? Yeah, I gotta work on the saddles. Boop, boop, boo. And I had an experiment I wanted to try for that. We'll go as soon as we get these guys. So you actually, I put you aside. I think your levels were too low. Let me get my notes on these guys. Yeah, I don't think I got the full stats on any of these yet, so I don't know exactly what level they're going to come out at. But I was trying to combine Cheshire's levels and Sunflower's levels and the purple and the yellow. So this may not get done today, but we might as well do one breed. You know, the non-egg layers, you got to keep going with them. And then, but for the boss fight, the only breeding we got left, since we got the UDs, we got the Fasos, we just need the pigs, and I got from Pliskin. Thank you very much, Pliskin. I've got a male and a female. So we just need a baby from them, so we don't lose one of the originals. Boop, boop, boop. Not super colored or anything, but you know, they'll do the job. So go ahead and breed and breed, and so whatever we get from them is going to be fine. Boop and boop, because they're both level 275. Got good food stats. But yeah, and let's name these. This is the oh, that's Ham Hock and Pork Chop. I was gonna name them some generic breeder name, but I forgot they've already got names. And then one of these Uties, cutie Uties, can just stay out or be put in. But let's see, we're gonna call these the we'll make a folder in here. I guess they'll get more levels if we leave them in here. This is going to be the 248 purple Uties to use. Alright, let's pot them all up. We'll need a saddle. Alright, so we're nearly there. I would like to have the fancy colored Fasos. But I kind of wimped out at the end of getting that breeding done, because once you're breeding for color and stats, the odds are not in your favor. It takes a bunch of work. And I did a bunch of work just getting the base ones. We can still do that, but at least for now, we've got ones we can use that are more than good enough. Okay, so these will go in the 248 purple Uties to use. So those are all good to go. They're going to keep getting levels. We will need to take things out beforehand and pump up the health and give the health enough time to get up. But that will be fine. We got some meat here. Gonna need more. Oh yeah, they're eating all the meat already. Let's see if we got some downstairs. Oh yeah, and I bred some spizzards to use too, of the purple variety. Not for boss fights, obviously, but just to get to use. I realized I've been doing all this breeding and I hadn't quite finished like getting some out here just to use, you know? Oh yeah, I was gonna see if we got any meat in here. We do. Nice. This much cooked meat could be used for something else, but that's alright. We can get more. I am digging our little complex here. I feel like it has reached a point that's pretty much good enough. And more detail can be added, but it has achieved the conceptual idea that it was supposed to do. More decoration, more lights. Babies! Hello. Oh, you got the colors. Yes, you do, baby. Maybe we'll just keep the food on them for now rather than the trough, because so everybody else doesn't eat it all. Alright, there's one there. Looks like it's hard to tell with the light from the storm and everything. I'll have to look after that. But I'm pretty sure that one's the one. It's the higher level. This one looks like it caught the orange still. That one's got the purple and the yellow, and it's a female. Yeah, so you just hold on there a second. Hold that thought. Put you on passive. You on passive. Why don't you both come out a little bit? You don't mesh into your mama. You following? Yeah. Maybe I gotta make you come a little closer. Boop, 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 boop. That's better. You just hang there. Ooh, I thought they turned down the frequency of these storms. And then here's a little 249. Looks like it still caught the orange too. That's a boy. So did that put you on passive? Not sure. No, it didn't. Okay. I will look at those in a second. Let's go make a few more of these lamps. Not that they're doing a ton of good on here. My goodness, there's weather. There's a red drop over there. Clear up though. Okay, ooh, it's passed. Let's pull you out. Started using these little stands more because I think they're cool, and it gives me fewer dinos to punch out of the floor. It's a great way to have them crowd up, but at the same time be able to see them. I like the visualness, especially for the ones that aren't glitched, like the Fastos and have their tail straight up in the air. Okay, come on. Come on. Really? There we go. Cake! Let there be cake. Got some saddles too. A Megalosaurus, Sleepy Dino. Mastercraft Rex. Probably don't need those. I'll throw them in the vault. Get those cakes on ice real quick. Oop. And yeah, we just got that and that. That's a blueprint. What was that? Well, I got two of these flashlights. These flashlights are actually really good as a way to see. I should put them on my revolver or something. In some ways they're better than torch. Okay, we got two of those. We can just drop that one. Okay, let's go check on the Deodons. Actually, let's fund this one up. All right, did you got a baby? Almost. Watch. I want a purple mutation. Yeah, and then what do we want to call our boss pig? I gotta make a saddle for Bob. Oh, I don't have to make a saddle for Bob. You can ride them bareback. Are you stuck? There you go. I did get a purple mutation. All right. You get this is another Bob. There's now more than one Bob. But I was suggested last time, and what's up, Hunt? That I not do Bob 1, Bob 2. They're just all Bob. 277. So we got a mutation on it too. Nice. Got purple. Now I'm gonna have to breed from that one because I don't want to lose the purple. You have a Bob too? Nice. What's up, Arahli? I got a purple one. It's a giganto with a bowler hat. Is that your beast of burden? How about Rob? No, it's just they're kind of clones, right? And the Bob stands for beast of burden, except it also is like beach Bob, right? So it's got that double meaning going on that I love so much. What you get? You got stamina. All right, stamina's not bad. You and or CC have Equisaddle BPs? Awesome. What's up, Daryl? I might too. I might too. I mean, I have to look. Call him Bob like Overwatch 2? Yeah, you know, I know nothing about Overwatch 2 except that people aren't happy with it. Piglet. Oh, Piglet for this. Yeah. Alright, so you're a boy. So we're gonna have to keep out Mama. Nobody look. Nobody think about it too hard. Boop. Alright, so Daddy goes back in the box. I was gonna have that one be the boss pig, but now that I got purple, how lucky am I? We're gonna have to make that one a breeder as well. Piglet, meaning the purple pig. I lost you. How does Piglet mean purple pig? Purplet? Perglet? Purple bacon. There's like green eggs and ham. Purple eggs and ham? I don't know. Alright, so let's see. This one, let's delete that one. We're gonna make one that's called Daeodon? That's right? Daeodon breeders. Oop. I think that's right. Let's say the name on here. Daeodon. That's right. Okay. Boss Hog. There we go. That's it. Boss Hog. Image of Bob and screenshots. Okay. I will look. Gonna open Discord on this computer. It's tagged. Oh, that's Bob in Overwatch. This big dude. That's a pretty good Bob. But yeah, I don't have any Overwatch affiliations. You know, you probably saw an announcement, Arahli. Since you talked about it, we had already agreed to it. I added Marnie's hairstyles to here. But I was a bit disappointed. There was only 5 new styles for hair on the top of your head, and then there was like 1 new beard. Yeah, so that's me at this point. That's the only one I thought I could really rock of the new ones. Great hairstyles for femme characters. And this one I thought, well, he could pull this off. All you wanted was your beard. You know, I thought about the beard, but for Scorched, man, that is a hot beard. Like, I mean, it's hot, H-A-W-T, but it's just also just hot. Yeah. I know, I got a lucky mutation. Bob and Bob. Yeah, except it's B period, O period, B period. So, Beast of Burden. It is hot. Yeah. Anyway, so these are going to be our thorny dragons to use. Give them a bunch of weight. Because they're purple. You know, believe it or not, I actually like the one with brown the most. The magentas are cool, but I actually like that look for these guys. But what I'm going to do I got enough of these? I do. Is I'm going to put them on the little stands downstairs to be used, and I hope their tails don't stick straight in the air. Yeah. Beast of Burden and bonus Beast of Burden. Yeah. It's just the lore of them kind of is that they're all kind of Bob. They're just all Bob. Right? That's their job, is just to be Bob, and they're not worried about their sense of personal identity, you know? They're just all Bob. Alright, so if you're going to get wood and grab a dude to do it with, where would you put it? We should have like a line of utility dino spots here. We could kind of go along here. It's a little out of the way. This is more for the tourists coming in here. They got to buy their ice cream. Otherwise, right there would be pretty good. Bring your own burden. Biob. I could put them right there, in front of the bell, but you got to be able to get to the bell in an emergency, right? Ding, ding, ding. Where else could the utility dinos go? Could go here, maybe. That's kind of in the way. Emergency! Head for the hills! How do I turn it off? Oh god, it's on forever. Is there a way to turn it off? It's gonna ring forever. Who's getting married? Well, I hadn't asked you yet, Hex, but what do you think? Alright, I don't know how to turn it off. Okay, you just hit E on it. You just hit E on it. If I put it over here, we'll need a lot more light. Nice dinner. You're having country fried beef and mashed potatoes. Sounds good. I think the other Bob might have had some lights on him. You still got lights on you? You do. I need lights. And I also need some of them oil lamps for upstairs. Street lamps. Lamp. 1, 2. How many can we make? 4. That should do it. Yeah, so I gotta make a bunch of saddles to do the boss fight, and we need a bunch more wyvern fangs. And also for the Day of Dawn, we'd need to make a crap load of kibble, right? Is still the thing for the Day of Dawn in the fight. And if someone wants to bring a Serrato, I'm going to leave that on you all. Let's see. Let's put one of these down here. Boop. I think we'll do it here. Turn on. see how this goes. Okay, that one snapped. Oh yeah. Boop. And then I should probably name them, huh? We need good wood names for these. We had one called Splinter. I thought that was pretty good. Woody? That's way too on the nose, huh? This one will be mine. I'm gonna name this one MP. And we'll name him Log. Cypress. Oh, that's pretty nice. Alright, you can be Cypress. Is that how you spell Cypress? I think Cypress is like that, yeah? Cedar. I like cedar too. Yeah. Cypress, cedar. You gotta look it up. I think it's that way. Cypress. Yeah. So this one will be this one will be cedar. And then we need one more. I like these. These are going the right way. So this, no, not behavior. Name. And then these two will be MCJs. MCJ. That one would be Cypress. I'm the tree guy. I'm named after a tree. Monkey puzzle is a type of tree. So I got tree all over the place. MCJ. And this one will be I'm thinking like Heartwood. It's a little sappy. But it is a thing. Quick, stop me. Nobody's stopping me. Alright. Cool. We got cedar, cypress, and heartwood. Maple. Too late. Alright, and then I'm gonna put them there so people could see them to grab them to use, except, oh, you know what? I didn't put saddles on them. Oh, that one's got a thing. Isn't like a pine tree, it's a really thorny, well, not thorny, monkey puzzle tree. It's in South America, and it's called that because it's a puzzle for monkeys to climb. So it's got these really intense, I don't know what you call these, like kind of scaly branches to do this like serious thing. But they do it in like a big pattern like that. And they're quite prehistoric. They're very primitive trees. Yeah. So they're pretty cool. Yeah, it's another pattern. But then they become these big old trees, and there's these forests in South America. I forget where they're at. It's like Chile or Argentina or something like that. Araucaria araucana, Chile. Chilean pine. Oh, it's native to central and southern Chile and western Argentina. Hardiest species in the conifer genus. So they are a conifer. They do make cones. Yeah, crazy looking. It's a pokey tree. It would definitely keep the cats off. And yeah, that's why they're a monkey puzzle, because it's like, would be really tricky for a monkey to climb them. Because of the prevalence of similar species in ancient prehistory, It is sometimes called an animate fossil, and it's the national tree of Chile. It was changed to endangered 2013 due to the dwindling population caused by logging, forest fires, and grazing. Of course it is. Anyway, I've seen them growing in botanical gardens around here. They're very cool trees. And then, of course, you get the double entendre of the monkey puzzle and the monkey puzzle. And yeah, it's all very cool. Anyway, do we have... Let's see. We have saddles for these. It's that one, right? Yeah, we got Ascended, Thorny Dragon saddle, clay, wood, fiber are all the things we need. Got enough metal, probably for 3 of them. So these are the ones we got to make for the Fasos. Well, actually, that's one that's made. I think we figured out that this 201 is way cheaper than the 211. See, the 211 uses 2100 metal. This uses 1600 metal. And for the 10 difference, I think we're going to go for this one. So times 20 times 1675. Let's see what we need. So we need 20 times 1675, 33,000 metal. I mean, if we have a Daedon and a Yudi, we only really need 18 times 1675. 30. So anyway, we need 30K in metal. Right now, we have like 10% of that. But it's doable. It's doable. And 8,000 hide. That's going to be a limiter. And 11,000. So we got some grinding to do. I think Hunt was he was killing sheep. We do have some hide in some other places. We got some there. We got some there. Fiber is easy. This one was supposed to be hide. That one doesn't have a designation. Chainsaw and sheepses. Indeed. So what were we lacking over here for the let's just get saddles on the thorny dragons for now, because we're gonna need them to get the wood. These have wood? Yeah. So clay, fiber, and wood. All right. Bob. Did I make any others in here? Nope. All right. My gals have not taken these to use. I'm just going to throw them in the other box. Put those away. I thought I had made some more thorny saddles. I'm going to need to put a saddle on one of them to get the wood to make the saddles. Thorny. Might be upstairs. Nope. I could take Splinter out. Thorny. We got a bunch in here, actually. We got the 168 male. We got Splinter. Cracker's Bodyguard. This is the one I've been using. Let's grab that one. Whoop. I always do that. Alright, I'll throw that one out to use to get wood. So we can get saddles on these other ones. Got a saddle you got. You got a normal boring saddle. Sounds like I got some work to do. We do, Miss Chris. We do. Yeah, I'm trying to put in that last push to get us ready to do the boss fight. And then we're going to need to be in a position to, like, once we get the saddles and the leveled up creatures, all we'll need to keep doing it is the wyvern talons. But we'll need to get enough, do the run enough times to make enough element to make ourselves all the tech stuff that we want. Indeed. Hi, Miss Chris. Hello. What was I doing? Oh yeah, we're getting wood and stuff. Is there wood in here still? Wood, clay, and fiber. I think I pulled out all the wood that was in there already. All right, let's unload this bob of this stuff. Actually, let's keep that sign out. Where'd the sign go? Use all the signs. Okay. And Miss Chris and anyone else in my crew is watching, Jay and Crackers, I had made some fancy sickles and picks and long necks, but nobody grabbed them. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw them in the vault here. And if you want one, go ahead and grab one. Or if you haven't already. I think I handed you all the fancy whips. All the ladies got whips. Look out. Boop, 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 boop. All right. And yeah, so now you're empty. You got to grab some clay. How much do I need for 3 saddles? 28 times 3, so like 9,000 clay. Yikes. Can we do it? No, we cannot. You maybe make one. But this is what Bob is for. Bob gets some more weight. Oh, clay doesn't weigh nothing, actually. Alright. Can we make more clay? Not really, huh? I need some sand and stuff. Alright, we're going to get everybody put to work. I need a third Bob who follows a Dodie around. Let's see. Gotta be able to reach over here. The only tech you want is the Asa right now? What do you want? The only tech I really want right now is the dedicated storage. That's the main thing, because that's how we get the pull nowadays. Oh, the skiff? No, you're guessing. You're guessing. Okay, and then we'll need got enough clay for 1. Wooden fiber. Got fiber here. The skiff is what you want. Gotta wait for the very last map for that. It's so rough because we already had these things. Okay, we need to get some more wood. All right, Bob, your job is done here. 2. And wood, right? Which I don't know if we have any more. Yes, we gotta get some wood. All right. Let me get our weight bird. Our weight bird probably should get a stand out there too. Heavy metal. All Alright, so I guess 2 of these are just going to get normal saddles for now. Let's throw out heavy. Boop. Exomech. We're gonna play with you in a minute, Sanctuary. I'm just getting to business here. Getting down to brass tacks. Gosh dang it. Okay, I guess we're not going that way. Let's go this way. Alright, let me walk him out. Oh, it's so dark. Can we make it day all the time now again? Come on, Splinter, you and your gray self. Sorry, you're getting supplanted by the purples. Yeah, let's get a load. Trees. How's safety down here, huh? We got any capros? I don't see any. That doesn't mean there aren't any. I'm gonna put you... No, I'm gonna leave you on passive and we'll just grab you if we get in trouble. Oh, we do have a bad dude there. Oh, you want the extra levels? One hit. Look at that. I know I could do this with chainsaw, but there's enough trees. It's just easier this way. They'll respawn before I'm done. Oh, you want the sleeping chamber? Just to get XP while you sleep? I'm getting experience in my dreams. You're whiffing that tree, buddy. Exotic Ben sounds good too. That's what X wants. X wants the exotic men. Alright, I'm not going to do the whip thing. We're just going to grab it like that. That's a load of wood to start with. See how far that gets us. I do not think we're going to be able to make all the saddles today, but we're getting it started. Look at our lovely condo complex. Can I get him in here? I gotta see how they're doing, how the Oasisaurs is doing for food. Alright, that's as far as we can make it. Suddenly got bright. Oh yeah, because I turned my gamma up. Alright, buddy. Ooga, ooga. You can do it. Told you can do it. Yes, you can. Yes, you will. Alright, give me all that wood. Oh, heartwood shows up as wood. And the wood sign does too. Probably would help if I wasn't carrying all this meat. Alright, now we just need fibber. I'll put these upstairs. That. Let's see, the thatch can go there. Rest of this wood. Alright, I'll leave that stuff there for now. Good work, Splinter. Put you over here for a second. And before we memorialize you. And then I gotta get some fibber. We have any in here? No, it's got a bunch of chitin. Okay. But I do have my fancy sickle or scythe, whatever they're called in here. Let's get the meat off of me. Oh yeah, and let's check out the thyla breeding. What happened with that? Fill this up. Actually, let me grab a couple pieces. No, I won't need it. They got it on them. Alright, so you want to cuddle. How kind is that? Let's get you out of the floor. No harm intended. Alright, you're done. You just got to grow up. Nice. Question, now that they enable transfer in the island SC, when do you think you open up for servers? After you've done boss fight? No, we were actually going to do it this coming week, I think. I think we kept everybody waiting long enough. I think Raleigh and I were both down for doing it. I'm just a little afraid of the consequences that it might create. Alright, so... You are 234, you're 256. I think this is pretty much the easy choice. It's just, it's got to have all the female stats, right? So it's at least got to have 47 stam, 45 food. Oh, you fell short on the food. And 46 weight. It's got that. That's what Sunflower had. What are you short on? You're short on melee. And you're short on... What did I say? Food. Melee, food. You've got the oxygen and you've got the melee. So... well, again, it's health and food. Okay, so the male here... has the health, doesn't have the food. Oh, it kind of complicate things. Crap. Not quite there yet. But you got the right colors. You got the levels of this girl. But you gotta have the food as the girl. Food and... You've got the health. Right. Yeah. Dang it. Okay, so we just got to keep going. I'm going to put that one aside. This one doesn't have those, so this one's got to go. So close. We'll keep it at least as a model of what we're going for. And if we get a better male, more complete male. Really? Wild card, that is just so deflating when they can't even walk with you. Come on. What are you stuck on? You can do it. That's gonna be a pretty good combo, right? The yellow and the purple. Especially in the sun. Hey, bum. How are you? Aw, kitty. I know it's not a cat. It's fine. Alright, let's put you back upstairs. You're done. Let's go see how the other one turned out. So yeah. More work to do on the Thylus. But yeah, that's this one. This color is kind of end goal. We just need to get all the levels on it. But for now, we're gonna turn you off. While I go do other things. Thylus with 51, 42, 49, 49 being color combined at my base. Well, at some point we could combine. But yeah, I know that these weren't the best ones on the server, but they were definitely in the realm of good enough. Alright, this one did not get any of the colors. So we're just gonna say bye-bye. Maybe. Oh, it's too full. Sorry. I should be doing it this way too.
All the Thylus.
All the Thylus. Oh, you got a soul. Sorry. Leave your soul on the ground.
I don't have the soul.
You have a soul?
No, I don't.
No?
Go on the way.
You know, a lot of things you can do without one, but it makes it all a bit more temporary. Theoretically. Who knows? Okay, we got food in the box. Everybody who's out. Did I turn you off? No. It doesn't matter. Yeah, that's just enough color to make it better. I see your off-topic question. I did not, Sir Gawain. What tree supplies the most sturdiest wood? You talking about in real life? That's a good question, because there's a lot of exotic trees I don't know. All kinds of hardwoods and stuff. And then, you know, you got to do, like, stiffness isn't necessarily the strongest, because, well, at least in metal, it doesn't necessarily work this way in wood, but the harder you get, the more brittle you get. And so there's some happy place between bendability and hardness. But I know there's like a tree called ironwood, and there's all these other trees. I mean, if you're talking real life, I mean, here where I live, they mainly build with fir and sometimes redwood. But fir is like the most available wood, and it's got plenty of stiffness to build houses with. I mean, there's other ones you can use, you know, cedar and maple, and yeah. I mean, there's a store here that's like got all the different hardwoods, and you know, it's vast, and I don't know them all. Got your hands on some zebra wood once? Burnt up your table saw blade with it. Wow.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. I lived in Hawaii for 7 months. There was a tree that would colonize the lava flows. It was called Ohia. It was the pioneering tree, but it was also the sort of the climax tree at the same time. It's pretty amazing. And when you cut it with a chainsaw, you had to sharpen your chain basically with every cut. So, yeah, there's a lot of hardwoods. It doesn't necessarily make them the best building woods, though. Because, you know, either it's just too hard to do with the tools, or, you know, the hardest wood, like I said, wouldn't necessarily hold up the best under stress. You know, but I'm not the expert on that. Not at all. But that was a little bit of information. Okay, where were we? Gotta wait for that Daedon to grow up. We were gonna see... Oh yeah, I was gonna get fiber. And then we can at least make... We could finish putting the spizzards away. And then we're gonna work on metal and stuff for the Fassos. Oh, and you know what? I also wanted to set up some colored Fassos breeding. Just breeding. Did I put... Where did I put heavy? Oh, I flew upstairs, didn't I? Let's go get some fiber heavy. If that's what you were asking. Really, all I want from ARK right now is to sit straight in my saddle. That's all I want.
Just the simple things.
I'm a simple man. It's about riding dinos. And that base pleasure in here is just effed up right now. Do I actually even have my sickle on me? I do not. Shame on me. Alright, try again. Can I leave it in my box in my room? And also, let's get this other stuff off of me. I'm going to put those lampposts down that I just made. They're going to go just like these two. Symmetrical up here to light up each of these levels. So they probably go like there and there, and then maybe here and here. Turn them all on. Boop. A little bit of light up here. A warm glow. And then I still got some other lights. I'm gonna throw them in here because they're heavy. Don't let me forget that that's where they are at. Oh, and I came up to look for my sickle. Doing like 5 things at once here. And I didn't leave it there. Alright, I'll just grab one of the ones I put in the box downstairs, I guess. I don't know if cedar is the sturdiest. Cedar does have some really good rot resistant properties.
And bug resistance.
Bug resistance. So it's it'll hold up longer. Around here they mainly use it for fences. Probably because the weather's well outdoors, but I'm not familiar with it being used much for framing houses and stuff.
No, it's a softwood. I mean, that's not to say you can't do it, because I mean, pine is one of the most common for framing houses, and that's also a softwood. But
they use pine for framing houses. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I wouldn't use cedar because of the better outdoor properties, as well as the rot and bug resistance that are inherent to it. It pretty much is what makes the price go up. So it can twist and warp bone, yeah.
Yeah, it's just not as available as some of them.
Yeah, it grows very specifically in certain areas.
Yeah, and then isn't cedar like some of the old growth in like British Columbia and stuff?
Yeah,
And so we really don't want
yeah, the
people messing with
redwoods.
that. Because they're already having a hard time. Alright, I think I got most of the heavy stuff off of me. I'm gonna need to get some sand and cactus later, and now we can go get fiber. So now I have a sickle. But fiber gathers really quick. That's going to be the easiest of all this stuff. As long as I don't get murderized. As long as I don't get murderized. Look at my long purple locks. Douglas fir is used because it grows to over 150 feet tall in only a couple decades. Along with that, because it grows so fast, the grain is very straight. Yeah, it's a nice wood to work with. It has very little rot-resistant properties. I've been building nurseries for about 20 years now, like plant nurseries, and in the beginning, my younger days, because it was cheap and available and easy, we made a lot of tables, outdoor tables for the plants out of fir. They last 10 years tops outdoors, which is actually pretty good for watering them every day. But, you know, with some repairs needed in that time. Unfortunately, redwood here, which would be the next step up, doesn't actually last much longer because they cut it out so much that all the ones the second growth, or it's actually even mostly third growth now, it doesn't have the rot resistant properties. It just doesn't have the heartwood. It's all, I guess, what they call sapwood, and it's kind of pink, but it doesn't last nearly as long as the old redwood here in the Bay Area. Here where I live, San Francisco Bay Area, Oakland Hills actually had the biggest redwoods in the world. They had like 30-something feet diameter ones, and a lot of the old houses here were built out of it with rough cut 2x4s that were like actually 2x4. And if you manage to have one of these houses from like, you know, the late 1800s, early 1900s, those last forever. That's like the old growth redwood. And it's kind of a soft wood, but if you make it thick enough, it's fine. Yeah. Or even the old growth fir here, too, lasted longer. Live in Washington State for over a decade. Wood is one of the key exports. Yeah. California here, too, there's a lot of logging and a lot of controversy about it. What did you say that made you a smart ass, Pliskin? I didn't see anything you wrote until, oh, petrified wood is the hardest and strongest. It's definitely the hardest. It's probably the most brittle, too. In an earthquake,
Yeah,
it's
almost like it's stone.
It's almost like stone. Alright, heavy just this weight. Ooh, you're getting so heavy. Heavy doesn't even notice that amount of fiber, so let's do it again. Let's go. Another plot. But hey, this kind of stuff, it's easy to have conversations while I do it. It's sickling the fiber. This will probably be like all the fiber we need for those saddles. You were thinking it was a scared tree? Yeah, that's all the trees is just about to get logged. The petrified wood. No! Don't cut me. I'm a good tree. I'm still a young tree. I got a family. That's funny. Yeah, we don't really have a fiber creature on Scorch, do we? We don't have a tickle chickens.
Mantis with the sickles in its inventory.
Yeah. But by the time I get one of those, I've already done the work it would take me just to do it.
Oak is a nice, good hardwood.
Yeah, oak is a hardwood, but yeah, it's mostly used for like cabinetry and stuff, right?
Yeah, it was also in ye olden days. It was basically, especially in England, and I think Denmark and those areas as well. Oak was all oak trees in the land were owned by the crown, and they were basically dedicated to upper nobility furniture and shipbuilding,
Wow.
especially shipbuilding.
I heard some story. I don't know if it's apocryphal or not, but it was like some old university, like Yale or Oxford or something, and they had some main building that had these huge oak beams. It was built like 500 years ago. Something.
Well, Oxford University is older than the Aztec Empire.
Okay, well, although the Aztec Empire is not as long ago as people think. I mean,
Yeah,
the Spaniards.
if I remember correctly,
Conquered
it
them.
was the late 900s or early 1000s was when Oxford University was founded.
Right. So maybe it was Oxford, but there was huge oak beams in this one building, and they had gotten to the point where they were starting to rot and losing their integrity. And people were like, well, where are we going to get new oak beams for this? And the gardener, one of the groundskeepers, was like, well, actually, they thought of that, and there's some oak trees on the campus that were planted just for the purpose of being there when these needed to be replaced. Oh, jerk. Hey, stay away from my bird. You're gonna die. Come here. Take your licking.
Oh, a card now.
Alright, let's see what we got. That should be...
My guess is trouble.
What's that?
My guess is trouble. That's what
Trouble?
You got.
We got trouble? Trouble. Oop. Didn't even all fit there. Alright, that's enough. We can make... We got 34,000 fiber. We got enough metal. Oh, clay. Yeah, it was the bottleneck for that. Alright, anyway, let's put the rest of the fiber in this one. Maybe we should go get clay first. I know that's not very exciting. Yeah, I just spam fiber everywhere. Alright, let's go put the berries in a trough. Put them up here. Should I use a potion to make one saddle? Or should I go get the clay to make more?
If you know you're going to make more from gather the mats first and do bulk crafting.
And this is actually not even for the Fasos, though. This is just for the guys to get the wood for the Fasos. So, you know, I'm just going to make one for now, because we really don't need that many Ascended saddles. We can make the rest later. For the Thorny Dragons, that is. Alright. We good? Yeah, that's good. Are you grown? Yeah. You are. Alright, let's get that happening. Let's see. Let's just go get some normal Daedon saddles for now. We're going to need one Ascended Daedon saddle, too. Let's see if we can make one. Normal one. Do I even know it? Is that the question? Daedon. Oh, no, I do. Oh my god, we need engrams in here, Arahli. That's it. I'm down to 3 points. He added some, but I don't think it's enough. Clearly. Metal ingots. Just 20. See that? Give me those. Boop, boop, boop. Deo. Make 2? Can. And now the progeny from this, whoever comes out purple first, unless it's a girl, I guess we should save a boy and a girl purple. First boy that comes out is going to fight the boss. First purple topped boy. Or at least he's going to be involved in supporting for the boss. Boss hog. That's straight out of Dukes of Hazzard, right? That's what the... Is that what the bad sheriff was called? Boss hog? I think so.
Maybe.
Look at you. You're
Been a while.
all bushy tailed, ready to go. Alright. This is not your mama. Get this right? Oh, she's not ready. Dang it. Okay. Hold that thought. I'm trying to be all efficient. She's like, no, I'm not ready yet. I'm still in recovery. Okay. But that's on the to-do list. I'm just so pleased that we got a little color in there. Alright, so we got enough for one saddle. One really good saddle. Let's do that for the Thorny Dragons. I do want to take the potion for it. I don't really have to, but how many did I got 5 of them left, so we can do this. We can do this.
You can splurge. It's fine.
It's fine. Chainsaw needs fixing. Thank you. We'll do that too. And we're gonna need a little metal. Oh yeah, it really does need fixing, doesn't it? Cement and paste. Polymer. Cement and paste. There's polymer, there's metal. I think that's gonna be enough. Boop, boop, boop. More metal. We need 12 more metal. Silk in there. Give me 12 of that. And that's going to be a key to getting some hide. I should probably go to CC and get a better chainsaw. Blueprint, at least.
It's an expensive one.
Yeah, it's expensive, which...
Did I not drop off a copy to you guys?
No, but you don't... It's not necessarily your responsibility.
I thought I might have done it when I was dropping off a bunch of other things.
You might have. Would not be unlike you. Let's see.
Yeah.
Chainsaw. Chainsaw. Nope. Not in there. In here? Nope. That's the same ASUS saddle, right? Yeah. 201.8. And this is 201.8. I know, I'm thirsty. 201.8. Yeah, it's the same one. Alright, so where's my water? Almost out. Okay, so we fixed that. So let's make a saddle. Drink that. We're gonna make that. And then that's all we can do. We got one Faso saddle. Okay. We got a nice little Mantria saddle in here too. Let's deactivate. Boop. We'll take that upstairs. Got all those upstairs. Cool. I'm always so unwell after I do some crafting. I just put my whole being into it till I'm nearly dead. Corrupt Sheriffs in Dukes of Hazzard was named Boss Hog. Yeah. Let's try it. That was a long time ago. And all I remember from most of that was Daisy Duke shorts.
Yep. That's all that was worth remembering.
So we'll put these up in there. Got the Lamantria. A Faso. Actually, those should go in here. Oh, look at all these actually. I do have some regular saddles in here. So I got lots of regular Faso saddles. Okay, so that's all the spiny lizard ones we're going to need for now. And then we'll put that in there for later. Alright, let's go put the Spizzards up till we bring them out again. Yeah, so this will be so the first one, that one's mine. Well, any of you guys can use them if you want. This is just the one that I really like the colors of. So I'm gonna put the Ascendant on you. Cedar. And then we'll put you there. And then got these two. Get that. You get that. Armin, yo, welcome in. Me and many other impressionable young men. You know, I'm not ashamed. I was young and pubescent at the time. Couldn't have been any other way. Alright, and then I guess I could put a wall sign, but we'll just do this for now. So these are... oh, I gotta do that. Okay. Utility dinos to you. First time watching the stream? Welcome in. I stream every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, and many other days too. Okay, and then you can go back in the box, even though you're the most leveled of them all. We're trying to get ready for the boss fights. What I'm running around doing. It's just a lot of doing to it. We're at our base on Scorched Earth. You know, I didn't even watch the remake. Yeah, welcome in. We got a nice community here. Most of the folks in the stream actually, or at least a lot of them, actually play on the server. Okay, so metal, I think, is the next goal for the Faso saddles. Metal and hide. We got a bunch of hide. I think metal's the limiter right now. So I wanted to find something out about the Oasisaurs. So let's see. How many Ankies we got in here? We got a baby one. Oh, that was a baby 174. We got to grow you up. Picky is the one I've been using. Boop. We got Spike and another juvenile 174. All right, why don't we throw both of those out and get them growing up? And then we'll take Spiky out. And what I want to find out is what kind of weight impact the Oasisaur gets when an Anki is full of metal. So the Anki gets the weight reduction, but then how much of that, what kind of reduction on top of that, if any, does the Oasisaur get? So here's our juvie Ankies. Ooh. Wants care from Jay. Oh, can I not care for it?
No,
How about
not
you?
with the current settings.
Okay.
That's an I&I setting that you have to adjust.
Yeah, no, I had purposely done it so I just didn't want people to be able to imprint initially. I wouldn't mind if they gave this kind of care. But oftentimes when you're like trying to grow a baby out for yourself and you wanted to have that affinity boost, what's it called?
Yeah, the imprint boost.
The imprint boost. Yeah, it gets confused with the care imprint. But a lot of times someone will be helping you and like, oh, your baby, let me help you imprint it. And then you can't, you know.
Well, as long as if you claim it, it doesn't matter if they imprint it.
Yeah, so I guess it didn't matter because anyone can still imprint it first. So
yeah,
that didn't really help.
Claims it.
Didn't really help with the thing I wanted to help with. So I guess this one is Jay's. Put it back there. And then we got Picky. So let's go take Picky and get some metal real quick. And we'll see what happens. Yeah, there's two different kinds of imprinting. And so the initial imprint, I wanted to be able to keep it safe, but it didn't. So we can change that back. I'm also wondering if there's any metal more nearby than Arahli's place, since Arahli's is not so good anymore. Thank you, Wildcard. I was looking at an old resource map, and it said there was like a bunch of metal right here. I haven't really checked it out though. We need
most of the mountain is pretty good.
Get rid of the fog. And this fog. This is full of cheats from when I went and fixed things on the center when it got broke. Just in case you're wondering. I had everything broke on there. All the characters got lost. We had to restore everybody's character files. Well, first we had to restore the server. Then we had to restore everybody's character files. And then I had to get all the existing structures into the same tribe as all the new characters. Why is there
structures?
Why is there a stack of oh, what's this? Someone in a rat hole in here? Oh, this is someone's base. Oh, this is BLP. Look at you all stealth. Okay. I didn't even know you were so close. I remember seeing this. He's got 5 stacks of water tanks. Alright.
Probably not enough.
No, well, not with the stone ones. Thank you, Armin. Alright, this is all crystal and obsidian. Maybe up here? Could they name Dino? You could suggest a name if we have another baby. Everybody gets to suggest names. This was Curls. Jonathan Spencer. I think he might have left. Has anybody seen him active at all? He unpatroned. I didn't get any message from him about it or anything. But I haven't seen him in the chat. I just saw a couple days ago, actually, that he unpatroned. I don't know that he's around anymore. Yeah, I take suggestions from chat. But, yeah, I still reserve the right to choose. Alright, we need metal. Metal. I'm so sad that they messed up the metal over by Arahli's place. I had so many plans around that. I'm starving. I'm not seeing a ton of metal up here either. It's just like wet rocks. Keshugomu! Been a while. Yeah. Welcome in. Oh my god. Look at those Serratos tearing up the world. Alright, we might end up going all the way to Raleigh's metal farm. But if you get a baby male dino, name it Clarence. And if you get a female, name her Alex. One thing I generally don't do is give my dinos normal people names. Unless there's like a real story behind it. Or unless it's kind of a joke, like Bob. B period, O period, B period. But yeah, generally I like to give him some kind of creative name. You're at 144, you're not bad. Let's start here. Let's save for the moment, I say now. I just need to get some... I just need to get some metal. So we can do an experiment. Don't be sorry. Apparently Fart Knocker, the smelly rocker, doesn't make the cut. It's creative.
I feel like that has more to do with who's suggesting than what the suggestion is.
I'll put that one in the parking lot, Arahli. We'll think about it. Surprise, rock column. That could happen. I still haven't memorized the new shape of the rocks. They're more subtle than they used to be. They used to stand out like a sore thumb. So anyway, my idea is if the weight reduction works, is we can just get a whole bunch of Ankies and fill them up, put them on the Oasisaur, Be able to bring them all home at once. Because heavy here can carry more weight than I can put on this one Anki, but it can only carry one Anki at a time, and it doesn't get near the reduction that the Anki does if you put the metal on the RG.
So you need to get one of your bunkmates to ride the Anki with nothing in their inventory, smacking all the rocks as you fly by.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely... It's the same end result, though. I mean, that's quicker, but you still can only bring that much home at once, right? So I'm thinking of, like, Ankis as storage bins on the Oasisaur.
Yeah.
Chicken nugget or poop. Happened to your place why they didn't have metal anymore? Blame wildcard.
Yep.
Excuse me.
I left a tree as a nice decorative tree at my base unscorched, and then that terrain update happened, and the tree had moved, and now I had to break it. So it's now inside of a structure.
Card. Oh my god. Alright, we can't ride home like that. I mean, that's some metal. That's probably enough to do math. Well, while we're out, why don't we grab some more? While we're out. But yeah, the idea was we were getting a good way over here with the train line. Man, the Cerritos are everywhere. They're a plague. Unfortunately, the Cerritos were just another reason for me to get upset with Wildcard, because even though they're a neat creature, the fact that they're the only carnivore that will attack carnivores makes them an invasive species. They'll just kill everything. And so good luck finding other spawns of other things you want.
Like the Zipinactus in the water.
Yeah. That does the same thing too, huh? So it's just like, I mean, either they thought that was a good idea for some reason, or they just don't even understand the, like, ecology of their own environment here. So this used to be like all metal here. All metal here. There's a little bit left, but it's just like fraction of what it was. Really? You want some? You want some? That's what you get. Get out of here with your little level 18 self. Alright, Thornies, you gonna be a problem? Happened to the idea of using the train with the vault on it? Well, there isn't enough of a concentration of metal in one place now. I mean, I'll probably still build the train over here just cuz, but
there's a few decent metal spots along the track path.
But yeah, we basically now have to, like, kind of get metal from a number of different places to really get a lot at once, because it's pretty easy to exhaust all the metal here now. Before it was a lot harder. When did this take the berries home? We need some more berries. Don't need that, that. Nice, Armin. Excellent idea. Good thinking. Yeah, this is just so sparse compared to what it was. There was a lot more trees and vegetation too. We don't know if it was like an accident or if they just decided, oh crap, No. Speaking of Cerrados. Okay, you going the other way? That's right. You keep going. Get out of here. What level is he? Do I need to be worried? 114? Yeah, I should be a little worried. Normally I bring my Rex up here when I come. But it's just being hasty today. Alright, let's just be careful. Keep our head on a swivel. They won't hear the rocks getting smashed. Nice, Armin. Appreciate that. Yeah, I hope you enjoy it. We will be seeing you here. Alright, we're tossing stone. Nobody gets a weight reduction on that. Heavy does get a weight reduction on obsidian. He gets half. Boop. Okay. And I'll take that. And that. Boop. Boop. Alright, let's go get a little bit more. Let's go till Picky can't move anymore. You think it's the spawning of that critter that's messed it up? It happened in the same patch. Arahli was wondering if there was just so many fights happening that everything was just getting broken from the fights.
Well, I mean, in the patch, they did say stuff about brain changes and whatnot.
Right. But, I don't know. I think if they did it intentionally, I think it's pretty rotten, because people will put a bunch of work into, like, designing their bases and stuff around where the resources are. And then you change the resources months into it. That is hardly fair. Just break the metal. There we go. Getting kind of full. But yeah, we'll see. So the interim solution is going to be, if this works, is having like 10 Ankies on the Oasisaur and just going out with them until they're all full. Coming back with them all. We'll see if that even makes sense. And there's probably someone who already knows the answer here, but I'm appreciating that you're letting me just find out.
I don't actually know the answer if you're trying to imply me.
Okay. I thought you knew everything. The new dino does break stones.
I just played that on TV.
I just play and know it all on TV. Does it break metal? Really? So Cerrado breaks stone. That could be it. Should we just eliminate its spawn from the map? Players riot. I'm serious though. If it's responsible for eliminating the metal up here, I would be inclined. Because there are a bunch still here where they can't get to. There's no Cerrados here, and there's a bunch of metal. Pretty suspicious. Well, correlation is not causation, so we can't blame it on them yet. Alright, that's pretty good. That's pretty full. Let's take that home. That's, if nothing else, that's a load of metal. But let's see how the math works out, right? Oh, that sucks, Armin. No, we got rid of the fire kitty for more. Fire kitty. We will. God, don't even get me started. Man, I felt I felt really punched in the gut by Wildcard because of the Fire Kitty. I mean, I know they did that already with Bob's Tales. Basically, the issue is adding pay content to the base game that spawns in the game that you can't access unless you pay, right? And Bob's already started doing that, and we had issue with that, but we're like, okay, we'll do Bob's. You need the money. And Bob's came with a whole package of stuff, right? It's like $10 a map for, you know, a whole suite of things. And even though we didn't like it, and a lot of people didn't like it, and some people still didn't buy it, you know, I mean, the Oasisaurs are cool, but they're not like a must-have. And you can only have one per tribe anyway, right? But the Fire Kitty, they just sprung it on us with the center. We didn't even know about it. And you know, there's another paid creature that's going to spawn not just on the center, but on all the maps except the island. And it's going to look really cool. It's going to turn into a super cute kitty shoulder pet. Oh, kitty, you know, that so many people on here just couldn't even resist and think clearly about because they're all kitty. And
I resent that.
you know, and then it's got like so much utility. On official, it is the caving dino of choice. It shoots fire off your shoulder. It hits hard. It was just super designed to be like, you have to have this, right? You can't not have it. And, oh, I just really resent that, you know, because for so long, I know a lot of companies do this, but Wildcard was the good guy on this way. It's like you bought the game in 2015, and for years, they just gave you more and more stuff for it, you know. Okay, you can make criticisms that they didn't, like, optimize, and they kept adding more stuff, and there's a lot of power creep, but everything they added was in the game, and you could use it. You know, if you had, they'd add a new map, a whole new map with a whole suite of creatures that you had to pay for, but on the map you already could play on, you could tame everything on there. And so just the principle of that as a business practice just is just slimy. It really is like, oh, you guys aren't the good guy anymore? Crap, you know? And you're going to put a creature on here that we didn't ask for. Like, I can understand if it's a paid mod and everybody chooses to buy the mod. That's fine. You know, but if you're going to... I mean, imagine a restaurant that puts something else on your plate, but you can't eat it unless you pay. You know, and if, you know, you can't even eat it, you know, and pay later. Right? They put another thing on your plate that you didn't order, you know, and just think of that as a business practice. It's just, yeah, it's got to be mobile app tactics. And, yeah, I know they're cool, Hex, but that's the problem is they're cool because they want you to buy them. They tried to make the coolest thing something that needed to be paid for. And it's just totally designed to be irresistible that way. And it's only $5, but there's more to come. They're setting a precedent. I'm not going to buy it, you know? And it made me feel rotten about them. I had enough stuff that I was already like upset at them about, you know? Like not giving us ARK 2 in 2022 like it was promised. Instead giving us a reskin of the old game. And, you know, while Snail spends all their money that the 1.3 billion they made or whatever squandered on some electric car venture and NFTs, and now they got to do this bake sale and do these mobile game tactics. Anyway, I've been going off. I haven't even been reading what you guys have been writing, but I was really upset by it, and it makes it hard for me to play ARK at all. I could just be like, okay, I'm done, because this is where they're going, and I had to be like, community. We're all still playing ARK. I'm going to go play. I'm going to put this aside. But I really didn't like it. it made me really mad, honestly mad. And you guys know I'm not like a angry kind of guy most of the time. Yeah, let me read what you guys wrote. We got the kitty because it's a BS business practice by WC. But that's my rant. Cat made you livid. Bob's at least added a fair bit of content, right? That's you're watching Jurassic World, Armin. If there are more, oh, thank you, Sir Gowan. Gets your dander up, Arahli. Bob's always had non-aggro creature that's balanced on the harsher side of the coin. Yeah. I mean, you're going to have to be fighting this thing that's trying to kill you, but you can't tame it unless you pay. And they even made it so that in-game, if you click on it, if you haven't bought it, it sends you to the store. Like, what? Hopefully it doesn't do that in the middle of a fight when you're trying to defend yourself against it. I don't know. I haven't played the center where we let it be. Yeah. Cat, that doesn't appeal to the ladies. No, it's so insidious, you know? They just like totally designed it to be irresistible. And so like, what's that? There's like a parasite that people get that makes them there to serve kitties. Like half the cat ladies actually have this parasite. It's a real thing. I'm not making this up. And, you know, it appeals to that. It's, oh crap. It just, yeah, it was designed to be too good on too many levels so that you'd have to have it. And if you play PvP in unofficial, you absolutely have to have it because it's a new meta, you know, at least for caves, if nothing else. Yeah. Your profile picture is a speaker man cowboy hat. Yeah, I just don't even think we need more dinos. No, I'm with you on that, Scarvig. Imagine if they just improved the performance. Imagine if I could just sit straight on my saddle. And people didn't need a 4090 to run the game. I put up a thing from Digital Foundry in the Discord today. In Digital Foundry, oof. If you don't know them, they're like the main channel that pixel counts video games and stuff that, like, you know, analyzes performance on levels most of us don't even understand. And they were like, called it like legendary unoptimization or something like that. And these are the people who know. We already knew. I'm already putting up with so much as it is, yeah. Yeah. What is why I don't play Red Dead, Sir Garwin? Maybe you have the cat brain worm? Maybe. I mean, I think cats are cute too, you know? I mean, I see a cute shoulder cat. I mean, you see me in other games, like, oh, look at the kitty. You know, everybody likes kitties. Toxoplasma gondii. Yeah, that's it. Right. Anyway. How's this thing doing? Oh, it's not bad. It's been eating some food, but there's still some left. That is reasonable. Okay, so let's put everything in the weight. Let's take everything off of it. Put that somewhere. Temporarily. We'll just put it on heavy. Alright, let's put all the... I could just keep it on me for now. We can carry this. Alright, so what do we got on here? The weight on the Oasisaur is 5,300, right? And it's got 0 on it. The Picky weighs 2287. So question is, do we get 2287 when we put Picky on the Oasisaur? So the first thing I did when they added that is I took it, when I learned it was spawning on Scorched, is I took it off immediately and commanded everybody to kill any that they have that they tamed, because I know Lai was taming some, because we're just not having that here. We left it on center because some people did buy it and it was unfair. They bought it and couldn't play it, but we kept it as a modded creature, basically. This is what it is. It's a paid modded creature. All right, so we got 788. So there is a reduction. So that's a further reduction on the metal.
Looks
So
like around half.
so it was like 2287. So 788.
Well, that was the full weight. I think your Anki only had like 1700 in weight.
Oh, that was the full weight. Oh, I didn't look at the actual weight of it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Then that might be just half. But even half is pretty good. So that's half of a quarter. Oh, yeah, it was 1978. Okay. So 788 divided by 1978 is basically 40%. So it's a little more than half. So that could work. So if this whole thing, what did we say the whole weight on this was? 5,300, and one Anki comes in at 788.
Here's the other test you should do.
5,300 divided by 788? Yeah.
Throw some foundations on it. Throw a forge on it, and put the metal in the forge and see what that does.
I bet it's gonna all show. Because I think stuff in containers does. But we can find out.
Depending on the creature in the container, that it does show, but it is a reduced show, like other things.
Let's find out. Let's do the science.
If that works, because then you're smelting while you're carrying.
Don't like Red Dead. It's too toxic. Oh, you mean Red Dead Online? Yeah, Red Dead Online is a kill fest. I don't play online games generally that are like mandatory PvP. Which I think Red Dead is. I'm not sure. I've been meaning to play the full game, the PvE single player game, but it's just been too big of a time commitment for the channel. All right, do we have another one of these? The problem is, maybe I'll just take this one. The problem is I'll have to place it back. It's all right. Just scooch it as close to that as I can, right? Back there. These have to go on foundations, right?
Yeah.
All right, so let's get some Adobe foundations, which I don't think we have any of. Let's get our clay back. Boop, boop, boop. Welcome back. Okay, Adobe foundation. Need some wood. Threw a bunch over here. Boop. I want to be able to pull. What's up, bug? It's a great game. We played through it twice. Not a fan of the ending, though. Don't tell me. I don't know. Right, that's 10 foundations. And let's get a box as well. We have a storage box. There's a box. So let's try metal in a box. And we'll try metal in a forge. The problem with this theory is or this idea is I actually don't have many more Ankis at the moment. But we can make that happen. Oh, you watched ARK videos in 2015? What's that?
Conveniently, there's Anki breeders at the CC.
Oh, imagine that. Might have to go do that. There's also that 174, but it's probably not optimal stats. But neither was this one that I'm using. Picky. Alright, we got those, and then, I hate to do it, but we're gonna do it. I'm just kind of remembering how it goes here. I would like to make this a little bit wider anyway, if I could. The idea with this one was it would be right across from the vault when you pull the train in. With the train gathering idea. Alright. Oh, did it. Alright, let's go check it out. Let's go check it out. I just restarted the server, so I should be able to grab the goods out of it. Can. It's gonna make me too heavy. Oof. Okay, heavy's on the bottom. Boop, 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 boop. If I stay skinny? Well, it's already too late for that. Alright, I kind of want it to be... I don't know if we'll be keeping this, but I'm just going to try to get it kind of lined up. Is that pretty good? That would be centered with the tail. That feels pretty straight. If we're centered with this part and we go back, are we centered the back part? Pretty close, but not exactly. Needs to be a little bit more like that, right?
I mean, you're just experimenting.
I know, but I do want to do some building on it, and I'm going to put some foundations. I might as well get it right. Because if we're going to be going all around the map gathering metal for a while, this has to... The idea was we'd also make it sort of a little mobile base without adding too much weight. Just, you know, shelter and basic needs. Oh, that's pretty good. It lines up with there, and that lines up with there. Now, the moment I press place...
Go out of K mode first.
What's that?
If you go out of K mode after lining it up in K mode and you go to place, it won't go all corkscrew on you.
No. You see right there, it's corkscrew. How much we want to go down? We don't want it too tall. Maybe about there. Further down. Alright, hopefully that's good. But yeah, I like that you can rotate it, but I don't like that you get the rotate option right after you line things up. Like, that's as far back
if
as
you use
go.
your arrow keys, your up and down arrow keys, it can go up and down without rotating.
Oh yeah?
You don't have to use the mouse, because it's adjusting your camera angle up and down, so you can use your arrow keys to do that instead of your mouse to keep you from rotating.
I would be assaulted if it was just a tiny bit off. How do you get the blue text in chat? You hang out for years until I trust you to be a moderator. Everybody's got the blue text and the wrench. Either someone in the community that I know really well, or someone who's been in the chat that I know really well. And years later, if there's no moderators in chat and I need some help, I promote people to that.
That's me.
Yes.
Randomly around for a couple streams, and none of your moderators were there, so you're like, oh, guess I need somebody.
Yeah, that's right. You were just randomly around. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what happened. Alright, that's pretty centered. Put that there for now. We're also going to need power, though, for this. I actually want to pull it back some. Well, we're just experimenting for now, so don't get all cut up. Monkey puzzle. Alright, so...
I'm in it. Let's do it.
Ooh, why are you stuck? Did I took the Enki off, huh? Well, wrong here?
Glitchy Oasisaur being glitchy.
I guess so. There's some collision happening there. Alright, well, we could do it this way is... I got a little bit metal I pulled out of the Oasisaur. So, on the bird, it weighs 25. On me, it weighs 50. So, if there's no reduction, it'll be 50 down below. Actually, let's look before we put anything, to see if the foundations or the structures added any weight.
They'll probably add a little bit.
Oh, they added a lot.
Did they?
Oh no, now it's gone. It just took, had to clear up. It said 344 at first. Okay, so it's at 0.
Okay, so the structures aren't actually weighing anything on it.
No. I'll tell you something, Armin. You asking right now makes me not want to give it to you for a long time. It's just you gotta have some judgment. That's not something you ask for right away. It makes me think you're either new to the forum or you're like really young. Not dissing you. I'm just letting you know for future that that's not the way to get ahead on anybody's channel. Okay, so it added 50. So it's 1 for 1 in the forge. Let's do a container. Ain't no better to give you a wrench. You'd be banning everybody. No, you could have one if you wanted it, Pliskin. I would totally trust you.
I wouldn't.
It would be a little silly if everybody in the chat who's normally here were all wrenches. They all be banning each other. Alright, so...
X, I'm just gonna do...
Ban wars. I'll ban you! No, I'll ban you! Alright, and then in the container, it's still... So yeah, anything you put in containers is 1 for 1 on here. So we have established that. So that's not going to work. So it's got to be on the Enki.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
Yeah, it would have been nice if there was some slight reduction to money into forge or anything.
It would have been, huh?
I feel like some of the other platform creatures, it is somewhat like that.
Yeah.
No, I don't know how to behave myself. And Hex should know that.
I was joking earlier. Prior was to hunt. What's wrong with you? And I was joking like, how much time do you have?
Not entirely wrong.
But that's the same joke I would make myself if someone asked me that. What's wrong with you? You got a while?
Yeah. It's shorter to list what isn't.
I've been working on that for years with my therapist. We're still not at the bottom of it. Is that how long it's been with you, Pliskin? 5 or 6 years? Were you here the beginning of the ARK days or before that? I know Father Jimbo was here from when I was watching, when I was playing Minecraft. He was like the beginning of my Minecraft days, like 10 years ago. Well, it all started back in the Great War. I got this injury to my knee. Let's see. Alright, what did I do with Enki? We gotta get Enki back. Okay, let's put the forge down and at least get that metal in the forge. But that overall is a good answer, though, with the weight reduction for the Enki. So I'm happy with that. Alright, so we're gonna put it as close to the fabricator as we can.
Yeah, you're right, Bob. 5 to 6 years is less than halfway through ARK, considering shortly after, I think. Yeah, after my son was born is when Aberration came out, and my son just turned 8 yesterday.
ARK was 2015, yeah? When it first came out? Or is that wrong?
2014, 2015, yeah, which is 9-10 years ago.
Man, has it been that long?
Yeah.
Yeah, ARK was the only thing that got me off Minecraft. It's like, ooh, I can build things and pretty graphics?
I don't doubt that server is still there, but that's my old account that Discord deleted.
That's right. That's when Hex was doing his own Discord. Or not Hex, excuse me. Hunt, the other H.
Yeah, to coordinate during the Atlas days.
I'm just trying to get this vault right across from here so we could see how well this lines up. The idea was that you could empty from here. Just got to be able to grab there and do there. So yeah, that works. And then I like these lampposts all lined up, but this placement actually doesn't make a lot of sense. Gets in the way.
I kind of missed the chance when when you built up that there's a way that you can actually put if you use like the snap placement of the structure, the rail. So if you were to go over to my base and look at my station, I have a ceiling. It might be foundation, but there's basically a ceiling where I have a wall snap to it with it's a doorway with the door that swings into the rail, and I have it there, and then I ran the train into the door because it will stop it, and then from there I lined up the where the cars are by free placing the foundations so that all of my ceilings and stuff for my station is lined up with the cars perfectly based on stopping with the door.
Yeah. I see how that would be cool. The thing is, for me, I wanted to have a switching thing ahead.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you still could do that. It just would have been that where you put your door would have been before the switch.
Yeah.
Because I have a switching thing as well that goes into one line goes back down to the loop because I basically have it as a whole like you come off early and then you can go back down without having to go backwards. And then I have 2 other splits for Gamma and I to just park trains without taking them off. Nice.
Brom says your oldest live stream VOD for ARK is from June of 2017. Oh yeah, well, I made videos long before I started streaming. Yeah. Back in my day, rounds about 1982, we didn't have these fancy Vigi cards like you kids have now. We consider ourselves lucky to have 720 Ps. 720 Ps. I lost you there.
720p, man, that was...
Oh, Ps, those kind of Ps, yeah. 720 Ps. I remember my first video cards. They were like, they just looked like a circuit board.
I remember basically. My first TV, it was $10 at Walmart.
Right.
It was like a 7-inch screen in black and white.
Videos are hard to sort through.
There should be a filter option.
You should be able to filter by oldest, I think. I know you can do like latest and most popular. But yeah, my first video ever was I was doing a challenge that Etho had done in Minecraft. It was like a Minecraft treasure hunt, and you had to get as many different items as possible within a set amount of time.
Have you kept following Etho for any of his stuff?
Oh yeah, I still follow Etho. I always saw him as like a
Hermitcraft Season 10 videos that he's been doing.
I haven't been watching them, but even if I never watch them again, I'm going to stay subscribed because I considered him he was like one of my role models for video making. I considered him sort of the epitome.
A lot of people have said that about him. But in the recent season on Hermitcraft in Season 10, with their shopping district, the way they're doing it is he's got the Frog Lake shop, and he made Frogger in the basement of his shop.
Oh yeah. That's been a pet project of his for a while, doing Frogger in Minecraft.
Yep. And
that's not new for him.
Yeah, but this is the biggest iteration. It's got the Ravagers as from the Village and Pillage update. It's got those as the creatures that go through on minecarts to try and attack you.
Nice.
And then instead of the snake halfway through, it's a zombie.
Oh yeah, I did a lot of Minecraft. I had my own server first, and then oldest ARK video is from July 2015. What's the oldest Minecraft video? And then I had a server with my son and his friends, and I actually met Aaron BLP because he was watching my videos. I was doing modded Minecraft with my son. It's called Monkey Wrenching the Beast. It was a Feed the Beast iteration, and he was really enjoying watching that, and we became friends through him commenting on my channel. And then he got invited to an actual server of Minecraft YouTube creators, and he got me into that. It was called Primus, which was what was the dude's name? He was one of the dudes that later became like he was on Hermitcraft, and I think he was on Hermitcraft, and he was also on Pooping Evolved later. But he started Primus, but then he left it. He gave it to this other guy, and that was my first experience like doing a server for YouTubers. And pretty quick into it, I became the admin for that server, and that's when I started becoming an admin and not just being on that. It was a whole learning curve. It was a lot of stuff. I probably, if I would look back at some of my old videos, I'd probably cringe, but everybody's like that. This is how it is. That's how it is. April 2012. Yeah, man. Okay. So, 12 years now. Dude. 12 years to get 14,000 subscribers. Yeah. But it's not measured by that. It's not measured by that. I have purposely, or at least knowingly, not been doing all the stuff it would take to become a big channel, because it just wasn't stuff I wanted to do. Okay, let's go put the rest of these in here. All right, we're getting sidetracked, but we got the science done. So now we basically need more Ankies, and we just need a little shelter on here to hang out on in storms and stuff. What else? I wonder if we can put like water tanks on it and stuff. I know when you're on it, you don't need water, right? Maybe you do. I think water's crops. Does it fill your water? I don't think it does, actually. What if I ride it? It starts to turn. No. So we need water, we need shelter. But I don't want to put too much weight on it because I want all the weight to be metal. Yeah, so it used to be IronMine was a it was a Discord server just for YouTubers or streamers. And there were some other platforms in that time too. What was the one that Microsoft bought that was getting big for a minute until they ruined it? There was another streaming service, a Mixer, I think it was. But it was people who were doing any kind of the video creation or streaming. But then there was a certain point that YouTube changed their algorithm, and we were all growing like crazy for a while, and then everybody stopped growing all at once. You know, all the Alexis arcades and all the folks that were in the alumni in our channel in IronMine, and so most of the people trying to do YouTube on it just quit at that point because they realized they weren't going to grow, except for a few people who figured out how to keep growing, you know, the syntax and stuff of the world. But they were rare. Mostly all the small or mid-sized channels just lost all their growth all at once because of, I mean, either people just got tired of what we were doing, but it was like all of a sudden, so we just assumed that YouTube changed their algorithm at some point, and it just wasn't promoting our channels anymore. I kept doing it because I was doing it for fun. But anybody who was in it for money at that point, unless they were part of that small percentage, they all quit. And then we had to figure out what had to happen to IronMine because we had lost most of the people. And then what we did is we opened up the community for the creators that were left. And that's how it became what it is now. That's a little history. Oop. All right, so more Ankies. Guess that's the next goal for making saddles. So did that Anki that I put out, did it grow up? What do its stats look like? We probably should go to CC and get some eggs. This one's got a nice purple blush to it. It has grown. I didn't imprint it because I'm a big dummy. Are you ready? You're ready. Let's get our Daedon going. We are going to get this boss fight done. And then, as soon as we get it done here, I'm going to go get it done on the island. Those Rexes must be really well leveled by now. And to get metal on the island, I just have to take an Anki up the hill. So we could get you in picky breeding, or we could just go and get the already leveled ones. The bred ones at CC. We should probably go do that. Okay, that's going to be a minute though. So we won't get that done today. I mean, we won't get the actual metal harvesting done today, but we'll get set up for it. Alright. Let's go.
If you want a large collection of eggs, you can go to my base and throw the Yankees out, or take them back to your base and have them breeding to collect the eggs.
Okay. Yeah, let's just do that. Let me see. Where's Ghost? Oh, we'll take Heavy. Heavy doesn't have speed, but I will not overload him. It's impossible. But, what was the last thing I did on the calculator? No, that's not right. I was figuring out how many Ankies that I could bring. I think it was like 6.
Well, that's assuming you don't pump the weight on the Oasisaur.
Right. Which I will keep doing.
Go over a certain amount of weight on the Yankees.
Yeah, well, I mean, it doesn't make any sense not to max the Yankees out. But
Yeah, but I mean, if you put so much points into weight and then max them out and then put those on the Oasisaur, but the Oasisaur's weight isn't keeping up, then you're still going to end up overburdening the Oasisaur.
yeah, with the current stats and the current Anki, that's how much it was going to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Oasisaur is still new and not leveled. I don't know how you level an Oasisaur. You can't have them kill things.
Have somebody sit on it, put a bunch of structures on its back, and just craft things to give it shared XP.
In your inventory, will that? Or will it pick up?
If you had, like, say the grinder, put a grinder on its back, fill it full of wood.
Does it need to be on its back? Will it like?
If it's on its back, it just means it's close to it, which gives it the best chance of being within the shared, or within the radius of close enough to the crafting station when the crafting starts.
Yeah.
But then you're also going to have someone sit on it the entire time the stuff is crafting. So if like one of your bunkmates wants to just like AFK for you.
Why do they got to sit on it?
A dino won't get the shared XP unless it has a rider.
Really? I thought they get it just hanging around the base. No?
They do passively generate XP, but it goes up faster if there's a rider on it and there's a source of shared XP.
Interesting.
That's why for like Giga parties in ASE, when we would when we want to level Rexes and a bunch of other stuff, we would have people sitting on the Rexes while somebody's running around killing, so that the Rexes also get a bunch of the Giga killing XP.
There aren't Lamantrias on Scorched, huh? Or are there?
Lymantrias? Yeah.
There are?
That's the moth.
No. What's the one I'm thinking of? The little chubby guy that you pet?
Lystro.
Lystro. The other L one.
And no, maybe if there are, they'd be around like the rivers. And
I remember a day where I used to keep up with petting the Lystro to help keep the passive buffs. But see, that's why I'm confused, because I thought when you petted the Lystro, they got a higher amount of all the crafting and stuff that was happening.
You get a slight boost to your XP gain when you have the pet buff.
You do? I thought the dinos did. Everybody, all the dinos got a little...
It might get shared in a radius, but I know you for sure do as the person who pets it.
All the dinos got a little Lystro buff that showed above them. It's been forever, though, since I paid attention to that. Are you at your base?
No, I'm not in game.
What am I taking here?
So go into the barn and you turn to the right for the shared cryo bridge between me and the big one you were flying towards originally.
This one here?
Yeah, the one with the artifacts on it. In the main doors, you turn to the right.
Mm-hmm.
And in that cryo fridge, it's the Hunt Gamma cryo fridge.
The spare
extra
breeders?
Yeah. Look for the Yankees and just take them back to your base.
Okay, thank you. I will take good care of them. Are they purple?
Maybe.
Just kidding, it doesn't matter.
Probably not.
They are on this map? It's been so long since I even paid attention to them.
Yeah.
I mainly see them as chubby little meat packets.
No, they're not even that chubby.
You get a fair amount of, like, I think hide off of them?
If you use an appropriate creature or a chainsaw for their size, yeah.
They're purple in my mind. You can paint them purple? I never did much painting of dinos. I think it was just hard to do.
I would go to like the ARK PNG websites and I would get some stuff for some of the creatures and used to do that on occasion. Had a couple that I would do for pranking people.
I should do more of that. I mean, because in real life I was an artist and I should be doing more actual art. But
There was a server that I used to play on that did both ARK, and I think I did it more when it was doing it for Atlas. But there was like once a weekend or once every other weekend there was some sort of server-wide contest, and every now and then one of them was a creature painting contest. So they'd pick a creature, and you'd get together and you'd paint the creature up with a certain theme or design, and it would get voted on by the participants and the admins of the server, and the winners got a bunch of rewards.
that's cool. What kind of artist was I? I say past tense. I mean, ostensibly I still am, but I haven't done it for so long, ever since I became a dad and had to work really hard and all this other stuff. And video games actually been terrible for it too, because that's what I used to do when I was bored. Instead of playing video games. But I was a really good illustrator. I was good with pencil and pen and charcoal and stuff like that. And I did some stuff with acrylics too. I was still working on that. But I was just sort of a multimedia guy too. I could kind of take anything and make art out of it. Made a lot of junk art. The thing I got really into for a while was some friends and I were doing parades through town. Some unpermitted parades. And I was making giant puppets I'd make frames and out of wood and metal and chicken wire and stuff like that, and paper mache them. And they were mobile. We'd drag them through town, so they'd either be on like a shopping cart that would totally get covered and hidden, or they would be on some kind of mobile device. In the end, I actually started making carts and stuff to put them on. But like I had a giant frog, and I had some like kind of political satire ones, and I had a big dragon that was sort of modeled after the Chinese dragons with a bunch of people inside of it. The big paper mache head. I got inspired when I went to New Orleans back in like 1990. We went for New Orleans for Mardi Gras, and we were with some friends there we were staying with, and we got thrown into carrying some puppets for the Zulu parade there, and all of a sudden I was inside this paper mache sort of post-apocalyptic dog thing, dancing through the crowds in front of people, and I just so enamored by that I wanted to keep doing that. And the friend who's the friends of the friends who lived in Berkeley, he started doing a Mardi Gras parade in Berkeley that we did every year. And I did it for like 16 years running, and we'd make giant puppets every year that would fill our collective house, and everybody would be like, "Can you put your puppets somewhere else?" I made parade floats, yeah. But they were more like interactive. They were floats, but they also all had like moving parts that you could do stuff with. Yeah. You're a painter and a graphic designer. I did a bunch of graphic design too. You drew a lot too? Cool. See me make a giant giga, ride it through town. Yeah. That was a lot of fun. I eventually had to stop because it conflicted. I didn't turn this on. It conflicted with my nursery work because Mardi Gras happens in February, early March, and that's the time I really have to be putting my nose to the grindstone to get a jump on the bell curve for the nursery season. And I was always kind of sacrificing the nursery profits while I was making puppets. It sucks, but it was just sort of an adulting decision I had to make. But yeah, that's a little bit about me.
I went the easy road and joined the military. Steady paycheck.
Military's not easy, man. Just talking about. Give me 500 right now.
Yeah, it's the Navy. hardest thing I have to do is remember what time is soup.
Navy doesn't have boot camp?
Oh no, we do, but after boot camp, you just have to pass your annual fitness test. There's a lot of fat sailors.
You're also Canadian, so that's probably part of it. Back to lurk. All right, Sir Gawain. But yeah, before computers, I didn't have a computer till I was 30. So before computers, if I was bored, I would grab pen and paper or some clay or something. So I can definitely say that I didn't put that away. Having a computer was deleterious to my artistry.
Heck, that doesn't stop a lot of people, myself similarly included.
Yeah, I'm pretty iconoclastic too. I would have a hard time with it. Oh, they're green. Whoa.
I don't know if they were color matched, so...
Oh, there's some yellow in this one. That's okay. I don't mind it. They're utility dinos.
Yeah, one has yellow, one has slightly more purple haunches.
Can't complain. They were free. Crazy Mom! What is up? I need some Anki saddles, though. Anki. One on the right has a bit of purple. Knowing me, I'm going to get a purple mutation first cross.
I think when I was combining, one of the mutations I did got in the guild was a purple back.
I can't complain, it just makes me ungrateful. Yeah, I mean, I could be a jerk and complain. But I'm not gonna. Because I'm not. At least I hope I'm not.
That sounds a little complaining to me.
You got any better dinos I could borrow? That you put 50 hours into already?
Well, probably not 50.
No, but it's no... I having done it enough, it's no mean feat to combine stats on a dino.
Thankfully, the egg layers are easy when you have an egg collection system.
I just brought this one up so I could compare stats. Yeah, this one's got some purple, but we don't know if it's got stats. Oh yeah, that is kind of purpley. I don't know. It's where purple meets gray. Hard to say.
I think that's actually like the midnight blue or midnight sands or something, but just the way it sits on the skin tone, it turns it a bit more purple.
The 82. Yeah, that looks kind of like a brownish purplishness.
Yeah. I think it might be labeled as Midnight Sands in the color name. Because I know 80 is midnight, which is meant to be like a black blue.
You know ARK and its color consistency, right? It always like
yeah
true on anything you put it on. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so we're gonna get these guys going. You're collecting eggs, right? Yeah, you are. Cool. And then, yeah, whatever they come out as, will be fine. They're already stat combined.
Yeah, I think most of the colors are the same. It's just that yellow and midnight, whatever, haunches that are slightly different.
So these are all mid to high 40s. You are not, and you are not. Yeah, so I don't got anything to breed in here. So we're good.
Oh, darn. Here, I was looking to restart the project.
Well, I would have bred it in for you and gave it back, but I do not have that to add.
Conveniently, the Yankees' highest stat is their weight at 49.
Oh, perfect.
followed by health and stamina being tied at 46.
Hey,
Also, along with food, apparently.
Alright, so it's the boy. It's purple for the Deodon. So this guy is our boss hog. I will keep breeding these guys until I get a female that looks like that. But this is the guy who's going to the fights. Come here, buddy. So we got that done. One extra step, which is a good step. There's some food. Why don't you come over here? What's up, Armin? Yo.
I'm gonna jump off. Get the hay. Getting early or late.
All right, man. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for letting me borrow your Ankies towards this project. Hopefully they're going to bring us home a bunch of metal for the boss fight. And then once we get the crew together, we can do as many of them as we get talons for.
Yeah, I'll probably start jumping on again this weekend and week.
Bring everybody along.
Sitting around here and talons for most of them right now.
Cool. I don't know if the Manticore makes sense for farming for element or not.
It is, yes, if you're not doing a large collection of people to then split the element with.
Right.
If you're just going in to do it and farm, it isn't that difficult, and it's probably maybe not time effective, but cost effective to just farm the lowest one. I think it's a little over 100 element, and then on the lowest one it's only 2 talons in the artifacts. Which means you can do that 5 times to match the talons for the middle tier, where you'd only get like an extra 200 elements or something on top of that, so you'd be getting more element. Although you'd have to farm the artifacts more, but the artifacts are also still easy to get.
Yeah, the artifacts are easy.
I have a bunch of them as decoration.
Way easier than the island ones. That's a plus.
Yeah, it is the easiest map to get artifacts. Easiest map to get all of the artifacts. Because there's only 3 and the caves aren't that hard.
Oh, this was Jay's. Okay. Well, I raised it up for you, Jay. I'll put it back in your folder. Alright, bum. I'll see you later. I'm probably not going to go a ton longer either, because we're kind of at a point where I need to raise some Ankies. Let's see where we're at. Yeah.
Anyway, have a good one. Night all.
All right. One second, y'all. Okay. So we're gonna put Picky back in for now. And yeah, so that turns out that, let's see, so this one was Jay's. I hope I didn't mess it up. I raised it without imprinting it, but we're going to have a bunch of good ones to go. Picky can go back in there. And let me see. Let's make another spot here. Okay, let's get back to the snapping. I was liking that snapping. Boop. We're gonna skip that one. Why are you being weird? Boop, boop, boop. Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's use the point at that next one. So we'll skip a space, pick that up, and then we'll put heavy there. And so I'm just going to start putting all the most used utility dinos right there. So it's real easy to see them and choose them. And actually, in the event of a power failure for 30 days, which we probably wouldn't let happen, although you never know what happens in the latter days of a server, these guys won't actually go down and die. So it's actually a pretty good way. The only thing that could happen is they could get broken by a hostile creature. But I think it's relatively safe back there. We do get some stuff coming in here, but as long as we load this area with enough heavies. Also, we are considering putting the JVH landscaping mod on. If we do that, then I can actually go ahead and block all the spawns here, which would make it totally safe. And then just put some trees and stuff back with the landscaping mod. It's the only reason I don't do it right now. So, yeah. Okay, so I do want to make more on here, just to make like a thing that looks like a little corral or a barn maybe or something to put the dinos in. It would be probably make sense for them to be locked into a thing to keep them safe wherever we're at, if there's RGs and things like that. I don't put it past ARK for them just to phase through when we're flying, so hopefully that's not going to be too bad with them like falling off of the thing while we're going around. I'm hoping not. We'll find out after we do all this, but I'm also out of clay right now, so I don't think you guys want to see me harvest a bunch of clay. But in between this and the next stream, we'll get a bunch of clay. I'll get enough adobe going that we can make something on here. We'll have all the Ankies bred up and hopefully level a little bit. And we'll, I mean, if we even do this part on stream, but yeah, we can go off and gather. We'll see if we can do it in one run. Enough metal for all of those Ascendant saddles that we want to make. If not, at least it will be well underway. There's some work to do it, but hopefully, if it's not more efficient than just doing what I just did today 10 more times, at the very least it'll be more fun. And we always need metal. And it gives the Oasisaur a purpose. It does. Here, let me get this elevator back up so we can say hi to it. But yeah, he hasn't starved yet, which is great. Put the food back on it, right? Okay. Can't access him here from here. Yeah, he's taking his time going through it, which is way more feasible. I think hopefully they tweaked that and it was just like needed to be patched. But in this spot where he stands, it's pretty cute how he can like look through this little gap and you can see him there. Hi! So that'll be his purpose. It's the best purpose I can think of him for now. If you guys think of other ways, I mean, if we didn't have a whole base, they could be a mobile base. But at this point, we can circumnavigate the whole thing with our wyverns and stuff like that. So at this point in the game, it doesn't make too much sense to have them as a mobile base. So having a utility purpose makes them a lot more useful. If I had just started with one of those, it would have been tempting to just have a base on one of those and not be like have a permanent base in the ground anywhere else. But yeah. Oh, you know, the one other thing I'm going to do before we go is let's get some colors set up breeding as well. I think what I was doing is I got the green and the purple. And I was trying to see what happens. Oh yeah, this is what happens when you combine the green and the purple. Which, I don't know. It kind of takes away a lot of the coolest parts of the purple, honestly. So maybe we just want purple. This was pretty neat. This. What do you guys think? If we were going to have, like, another set of the most colored ones, would you go for just one of these, like, all purple ones? Or would you go for something more subtle, like this one? Purple and green circles. The only thing is I don't have green circles. I've got green outlines, but they're pretty strong. So the here, let's just take them out. We'll get a set going. It also depends on who is male and who's female and all that kind of stuff. So that's just the straight green. That's where the green came from. Oh, and this one I saved because he's got a little purple crest on his head where this one's gray. And this one's the whole orange deal. Pretty good. Hey, Jonathan, what's up? How are you? Purple and white would be good in the dark areas. Yeah, it's dependent on the colors I have, right? So let's see. Let's just throw these out here. And see. I don't have white in the center. These are all the other base non-mutated ones. But it's kind of greens and browns, and this is the most purple we got. But yeah, everybody's dark in the center. That would be cool. I agree. So yeah, this is combined where you got purple on the outside, but you got a white outline. Is this what you mean, the white circles? It's like the circle outlines. And that's pretty cool, I think. That actually looks like it's got contrast, right? And then these guys, I don't even know what happened to their spots. And let's look at the colors in here. So that one, I think the purple, what even is the purple? I guess it's the 82. Yeah, so the 82 is the purple. Well, I guess it's the 82. It can't be that 195. Maybe it is? That's weird. None of the colors on this actually look like the colors that it has. Right on, Pliskin. Right on. See, that one's got the 80. So it doesn't have the 195. Oh no, the 80's in a different place. Anyway. I like how purple these guys are. But I kind of like this. And yeah, this is what happens when we combine the two. You kind of lose the purple. The green, the 155, is also... So the second to last color is the one that controls the little outlines around the spots. But it also does the whole belly. Basically. So the second to last color is pretty strong. This one, it actually got white for that. So here, it has the 82. So this purple is the 82. So it's actually the purple in this one is the outlining color. Am I going to play the center tomorrow? No, I'm taking a pass on the center, Armin. I don't have the time to start from scratch again. So why don't these guys get it in the belly? I don't understand. Anyway, this one's got a +2 stam mutation, which doesn't matter, but all these are mutations, so we're not going to worry about mutations on these ones. So anyway, I could just take this one and breed it with the other ones. That's a boy, too. You already have enough talons. Get to the boss fight, so it gives you a reason to go back to the trench. Do you need a reason to go back to the trench? I mean, we could have another episode where we just kill wyverns the whole time. There is definitely some excitement in that, because I die a lot. So we might be able to combine this one and this one, because this has purple in a different place, and this is a male and a female. Let's see what happens if we do that. Yeah, we'll set up 2 different ones. We'll get these 2 mating. How about that? And see if we can get a purple and green one together, because that would be the most striking. And then, unfortunately, both of these are female. But let's take them over there. I think we got another Faso saddle. You like showing off the pattern, so it's a purple preference? New mutations can come up, and that would make it really confusing. And what's my problem? I'm thirsty. Thirsty male. Alright, so we got these 2 females, right? This is a girl, yeah. So we'll take both of these and we'll put a high-level male between them and we'll see what happens. Got a Godzilla lizard, that's right. And this should be far enough away that they don't breed with the other ones. What do you need? You need kibble. Before I forget. We gotta get some more kibble. What happened? I threw it out. That's the wrong circle. I need the 0 circle, not the O circle. It's this circle. Alright, so you're imprinted. I turned you off, right? No. That would have been bad. Little piggies running everywhere when I get back. Little unimprinted wild piggies. Okay, so you're good to go. You get all the food that's in you. Alright, so who do we put in the middle of these 2? About to ask you, have 3 boys and 1 girl. ARK could do that. So we got the boys over here. Yeah, those are all the boys, and these are all the girls. So, although I do have the more boys that could be purple in here from the 289. So let's find one of those. The other darker purple. I don't know if that's what we want, but yeah, they got the 8080 in the front, so we need a boy one of those. A lot of girls. Okay, I think it's that one. Let's see what that one looks like. It's funny, they have all these light colors in them. Some of them may not be doing anything because they I don't see any light colors. Some of these. Will you fit in there? You will. I need a saddle though. Alright, so I don't know if that's the most interesting one or not, but it does have the outlines. And it is the level we want to get out of this, and it's the color we want to get out of this. Let's just give him a saddle. And so we'll just get those set up, collecting with the Oviraptors. And it's kind of late in the game, but we'll still finish playing with color on these two. And then maybe later on we'll get another boss crew with the actual color. The fourth color doesn't show. Why not? They're confusing me. The fourth color. So that would be the kind of white on this one, the 25. Alright, so then we'll get you guys breeding. Boop, boop. Okay. And you should be able to pick those up just fine. Alright, anything else we got to do? We do need to make another female of the purple. But she's not ready for that now, so we're good. And these guys are going. We got one egg already. We're going to need to generate a bunch of eggs to get the colors we want. So yeah, we got that as a side project. We got the colors going. But yeah, we're going to breed up a bunch of Ankies, get a bunch of metal, make a bunch of saddles. We got our Dea done. We got our Yudi. We just basically need saddles and talons at this point. That's a matter of just getting the mats. So we're working on that. But we made good progress. And we did good science with the Oasisaur, who's named Sanctuary for now. I don't think that's a bad name. But I feel like I could have done a better name, maybe. That they're going to be great for carrying a bunch of metal in the Ankies. A bunch of Ankies at once. Alright, y'all. I am going to leave it there then. With my long purple locks now that we got flowing. Indeed. Me and Sanctuary here. You actually can't see very well. It's a little patch of sun. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, y'all. Thanks for joining. And we will continue with this. And we're going to get her done. I've been talking about forever. And that will be fun and exciting. We'll get to have some good fights with the bosses. And the I've got all those Rexes too already for boss fights on the island. I don't have the Therazinos and the Megatheriums. I still want to put those together, but for now, we should be able to get all that done. And with that, you know, we're going to be clustered here. So that progress is going to carry over to Aberration and to Extinction and to Genesis and all of that. So we will have tech happening at that point and boss fights happening and be able to include that more from the get. Yeah. Anyway, y'all, thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate the company. And I will be back. I might do some Fallout 76 tomorrow for whoever's ever interested. I know you're all interesting. And then Tuesday, I'm going to see if I can wrangle up another Enshrouded foray with the crew. I was really liking the expansion. They've added some neat stuff, and we didn't do it all. Even if I can't get that many people together for it, the way it works now, don't have to do it all together now, but it is a lot of fun to have the whole crew, and it helps a lot to be able to go through and stomp things, because the fighting action in there can be pretty challenging still. Some things we stomp, but some things are pretty hard. But yeah, I'm really enjoying that as well, and we got more stuff to find and do there. So anyway, we'll keep rotating through them till something new and shiny comes through. But yeah, again, I appreciate you all. If folks want to join us on here and be part of the community in the servers, you just got to become a Patreon member for Arahli or I. The links are down in the description. And yeah, if you liked it, think about leaving a like on your way out. I know a lot of you have been really kindly reminding people of that, so I really appreciate it. And it just helps keep the video relevant on the tubes. Anyway, y'all, mostly I appreciate your company. Thanks for hanging out and playing games with me. And I will see you all in the very next one. Thank you for making it to the end of this one. Bye-bye.